Hey guys and girls, AssaultModePikachu here coming at you with a video. Let's get straight to it because it might be a little long due to the battle length. But anyway, this is a battle between me and one of my good friends, Gervin. But you guys might also know him as Reject666 on YouTube. Link will be in the description down there. But anyway, so he starts off with Heracross as his main lead. I'm suspecting it might be a Mega. I start off with my Zapdos. I'm pretty much just expecting to outspeed him, so I go for the Volt Switch to get out of there because he could carry Stone Edge, he could carry a variety of moves, and I didn't invest in defense, so I'll put the music a little bit here. So I need to get out of there. I'm going to do some Volt Switch, check how much damage that does. It does minimal. I'm going to switch in here to my Aegislash to see what he's going to do to me. I could take anything because my defense is really high. Sorry about that. So yeah, he did reveal to me he had the Mega Heracross. He went for the Stone Edge. I took it really well as I resist. He goes into his Slowbro to take pretty much anything I could switch out. But I'm going to do instant switch out because there's no point in staying in against this guy. I go back into my Zapdos because, of course, I have the special, the super effective, but also because he's my special wall or tank. And I was fearing the burn on my Aegislash, and I did get the burn, but fortunately it's on a Zapdos, so that doesn't hinder it in any way, other than the residual damage, of course, but that's the least of my worries. So he brings in yet another wall on this team in the form of Snorlax. It takes that Thunderbolt really, really well. And yeah, Brent just starts to eat away at me, so I'm just going to Volt Switch out of here. I mean, I could go for the switch as it is, but I might as well do some damage while I'm doing it. It's not like I'm packing a Life Orb or anything, so it doesn't hurt to do a little Volt Switch here and there. But I go into my Gengar because I'm expecting the Body Slam or anything else he could throw at me. For the most part, I do resist it because I'm Ghost. I'm going to reveal my Mega in the form of Mega Gengar. Seeing as this Pokemon is really fast and the Shadow Tag comes really in handy to finish guys off. But he ends up Whirlwinding me anyway. I went for Shadow Ball expecting a switch out as it's neutral and most types don't resist it anymore. But he stays in and whirlwinds. So I switch into my Noivern, and I go for that Hurricane. He takes it pretty well, obviously, and he proceeds to Body Slam me. I go for the Draco Meteor, expecting to kill him with how much the Hurricane did, but as you guys can see, it almost kills him, but yet it's not enough. And I do get the drop, and what do you know, he gets the rest off. So that was pretty demoralizing, if I do say so myself, but you know, sometimes pokes can just take it. So I switch out, deciding staying in is not the best, especially after a ×2 spec drop. I go into my Ferrothorn. I might as well start setting up some hazards because he's a Snorlax and it's not like he can do much to me as it is. He takes the opportunity to switch into his Galvantula to also set up hazards of his own, for obvious purposes. I put out the Stealth Rocks because he's got quite a few bugs on his team, and he's got that Delphox as well, so the rocks will come in handy. He proceeds to Thunder Wave me. That does kind of suck, but you know, I am a Ferrothorn, so it's all good, and it makes my my Gyro Ball a lot stronger too because I'm slower now, or at least my speed is. But anyway, I get the Toxic off. Thank goodness I don't miss or whiff it with the Parahax. But yeah, he Volt Switches out of there to his next Pokemon, and at least I got the Toxic off, so when it comes out again, I can get more Toxic damage on it. But he goes in for the Delphox, and that's those Stealth Rocks eat in a good chunk from previous. And I decided to go for another T-Wave. Yeah, he is going to probably Fire Blast me, but you know what? I'd rather have it paralyzed and switch out and take a Fire Blast to the face. So that's what I do. But I switch out after the Thunder Wave, and I go into my Haxorus because this guy could definitely take a fire attack, especially from Delphox. So get in there with the Mold Breaker. He does go for the F Blast, doesn't miss it, doesn't get the Parahax whiff, so that's pretty good on his part. But like I said, took it like a beast. He decided to switch out because he's not ready to get this Earthquake. And I was debating whether I should have gone for the DD or the Earthquake, but I was just fearing that, you know, going for the DD, going greedy, and he gets the Psychic off and one-shotting me, and I just couldn't take that opportunity, that chance. So I just go for the safe EQ. He switches into this Slowbro here, and takes it really well. I go for the Dragon Claw to kind of scout how much damage it does to him, and it does a pretty good chunk. I think I could one-shot him with one more, but then he proceeds to T-Wave me, and that just gets to be rather annoying. So yeah, so now he can outspeed me and he gets to slack off, and that honestly just really pissed me off. Like, I was pretty annoyed at this point, seeing as I had similar luck with the Snorlax, just not enough to kill it, and then it just heals right back up. But anyway, that's the game. He gets his lefties back and whatnot, but goes for the Psychic to see how much damage it'll do to me, and fortunately I do survive it. I went for the Dragon Dance. I don't know really what I was going with that, but I mean, I was hoping, honestly, I was hoping to outspeed, even with the Paralyzed, but I did forget to remember that the Sticky Webs had already activated, so that was already another drop on top of that, so there was no way I was going to outspeed him. He goes for the second Psychic to take me out, and that is all my Haxorus wrote. So, Slowbro sitting with more than half HP, so I bring in again my Zapdos to threaten it, since they're usually fully defensive and not spec defensive. He switches out there, and I believe I just throw out the Thunderbolt. Oh no, I predict it. So yeah, I predict the switch, and I just go for the Volt Switch. Even if he didn't, I would have done a decent amount of damage. But again, I'm trying to like manipulate around the burn, because I am burned, and I'm gonna lose the Zapdos pretty soon if I leave it staying there. So that's the reason for that. So I go for the F-Blast here, hoping that for one, it doesn't whiff, and two, that it actually takes it out. And it does not take it out. It actually resists. I mean, it survives, but luckily he remains asleep. He gets a sleep talk and he gets rest, which is useless and unfortunate for him, but it's about time something goes my way. I go for the T-Bolt to finish him off, and out goes Snorlax. So he pops in his Galvantula here again, hoping to give me some trouble, but I get out of there, you know. No need to be greedy and try to hit it or outspeed it. I'd rather save my Gengar since it's really useful. So I go in with a Ferrothorn, yeah, the speed drop on top of the Para, but I did predict the Thunder Wave, especially on a Gengar who has ridiculous amount of speed. So I just went into my Ferrothorn, which already had the status, and I soaked up that extra T-Wave. So he switches in his Galvantula, because honestly he can't really do shit to me. And he goes into his Delphox again, which is really annoying. But what can you do? I don't really want to switch out to anything. I mean, Zapdos is probably going to die. And the other guys that I have, my Gengar would probably not take it too well. So I just decided, you know what? Ferrothorn's done his job. He statused quite a few people, brought out some rocks. I'm just going to Gyro Ball and then see if I take it. And if I don't, well, that's fine. And obviously I don't take it times 4 weakness, but it's all good. I bring in my my Claymore, and I just go for that Shadow Sneak, because from the range it's at, and with stab and, you know, weakness to my move, I'm pretty sure I could take it out. And as predicted, he's out. So Delphox is out, which is always good. Now out comes this guy here, and again, every time I see this guy I get really annoyed, because just another obstacle in my way. But I go for the Swords Dance, seeing as I don't really fear anything he can really do to me. He goes for the Scald, and trying to get the burn. He gets a crit, but the burn doesn't happen, so I mean, in a sense he was still lucky, but not exactly what he was hoping for. I go for the +2 stab Shadow Snake. I would have gone for Iron Head, but it wouldn't have done much. I do prefer Iron Head over whatchamacallit, Secret Sword, and I'll rant about that another day. But yeah, let me just take this opportunity to say that you guys could expect a lot more videos from me. Just cope with the quality, of course, because I don't have one of those battle recorders, but I do intend to post a lot more videos now. But anyway, back to the game. Switching my Gengar, I lock him in. I go for that Shadow Ball, that stab, max special attack, EV'd, invested. It is going to take it out. So that felt really good, finally getting rid of that. Out again comes the Galvantula, just trying to freaking give me trouble here. So I switch out because I really don't want that T-Wave. And I go into my Zapdos. I mean, doesn't have much going, but once again, that Thunder Wave, I'm trying to get out of it. And I'm already burned as it is anyway. But yeah, he just goes for the Thunder because he's got the Compound Eyes, so it boosts the accuracy to almost perfect. And that is enough to take me out, as it is neutral and it's stabbed. So yeah. I go in here for my Noivern. I really love the sound effect on this guy, but I go for the Flamethrower. I do expect to outspeed it, and as expected, I take it out. So that's always good. One less thing to worry about, really. He reveals another one of his Pokemon, which is this guy. I love the name, by the way. But brings out as a Zoomeryl, and yeah, he goes for the Jet to try and take me out. I live it like a beast, and I roost off, hoping that I could smudge another one better, or maybe he would switch out, but he doesn't. So he goes for Waterfall again. Correction on the first part, but yeah, I take it exactly the same. So I say, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna go for a Hurricane just to get some damage. I'm gonna die anyway, so I do a very, very great chunk on that, which really makes me pretty happy. He takes me out, but now he's definitely in kill range, which is always good. So yeah, decided to switch in my Nightmare. He is banded from the damage he did to me. He has to be banded, so that means he can't outspeed me with Aqua Jet, and I do have the ability to outspeed him with the T-Bolt. Despite the speed drop, I am max speed investment, so it still isn't enough to outspeed me. He brings in his Heracross, finally, the Mega, to try and do some work here, but I outspeed it as well, and I go for the Shadow Ball, and it is enough to kill it with Stab and max special attack investment. So good game, bro. Look forward to more of these battles. Thank you for watching, and I hope that the quality isn't that unbearable. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching once again. AssaultModePikachu. Looking forward to more videos in the future. And again, my friend's link will be down below. He's got quite a few videos, so check him out. And once again, have a good one. Thank you for watching.